All right, guys. Hey, it's Coach Duarte here with your video analysis. I guess not so much of a detailed analysis from like we do with our catching videos, but I'm going to let this kind of run through a little bit. I really liked some things that you guys did well together, so I lumped you guys in to do one video and send it to both of you guys. You'll see both each other on this here. I'll speak a little bit first about your stroke right here, a hunter. Very good bat speed, very good strength, very good bat path. I like the balance. Obviously, you're a very advanced hitter for your age, and you're overall, even take the age side out of it, you're advanced just for being a high school player, and that really does go the same for you as well, Matt. Very good bat speed, very good hand path. A couple of notes that I have for you, Hunter, here is that you really do create really good backspin with your stroke, meaning that you're not necessarily chopping down, but you're hitting the bottom half of the baseball, which allows it to carry. I know we talked quite a bit about learning how to turn on that inside pitch right there, not thinking that everything on the inner third is something that you have to pull or yank down the line. This is kind of when you um, tended to get a little bit rotational with your shoulders, and you got out around the ball with your barrel. Coach Avila um, mentioned this to you, said, hey, you can hit this ball to left center or even center field. You really got a hold of a couple of nice ones that were on the inner third that you took to center and that just continued to fade and fade. And really the difference of what that makes is that additional backspin. When you were going to the opposite field to center to right center, you really got some really good on that one right there. Really good backspin on pitches that were really carrying. And that's the idea. It doesn't mean that you cannot turn on a pitch and turn it down the line, okay? But for example, that one right there, you got around that pitch a little bit with the barrel. Same with that one. And so as you work, and Matt, the same goes for you here, as you work inside the ball a little bit more towards left center, then it allows you to create that consistent backspin that you want. I also want to mention, Hunter, I've got a little note here about just an inconsistent finish with your lower half, and you can see how that lower half, that rear foot, it really initiates and it starts the lower half, but it doesn't fully get rotated. Sometimes on pitches away, um, it just kind of quits at a three-quarter turn right there. I think that's going to help you with your weight shift and get you a little bit more extension. But let me jump over. I also think, last thing here, I also think you can work a little bit more with tracking pitches, especially when you're taking them. That'll, again, it just creates more better habits, um, things that will keep your eyes down the ball all the way through. So here we have Matt. And for Matt, again, a lot of the same stuff. Really good bat speed, really good balance. I really like your lower half here. Rotates, it starts and it finishes all the way through. There's some weight shift that's there and some good extension. I like how you take pitches, taking pitches with good track. There's an example right there. And for you, I think really what we talked about there was just kind of straightening out the field a little bit. Um, Knowing that you're going to hit the middle lineup, a lot of coaches, a lot of pitchers aren't going to come middle in, and so when you learn to power fade pitches and drive like that one right there and drive it to center right and just let it keep carrying, it's going to be really hard to pitch to you. And so what are pitchers going to have to do? The pitchers are going to have to come in, and now you get into that bread and butter. But I feel like, okay, there's a good example right there. I feel like you're almost a little bit too pull conscious to where when you do get a pitch in, you hook it foul or you hook it down the line. You get around it with your barrel a little too much. Um, and when you have the approach of centering the field a little bit more, center right, even left center on a pitch middle in, you won't get around it, even like that one. I think I asked you if that was what you wanted, but you could have done so much more with that pitch. That pitch could have gone into left center for 400 feet. Okay, I've got an example here. I've got pitches that are coming in right here. You're cheating, you recognize in, and boom, you roll pretty hard with your shoulders. You fly a little bit, your wrist rolls. this pitch should be punished into left center right here with your strength and with your bat speed. And I slowed it up a couple times there so that you can check that out. So it'll just help keep you inside, and especially if you're thinking, man, I'm gonna mash this pitch that's on the inner half right here. You have to basically trust yourself that you got enough bat speed so that if a pitcher does go in off the black, you're going to be able to get your hands inside of it and you're going to be able to handle it. A lot of times what you'll see advanced hitters like both of you guys is you get a pitch middle in and your eyes light up and you say, oh, this ball's out of here, and you overswing and you get around it and you end up getting yourself out. At this level, you can probably get away with it. You can probably get away with hitting a hard line drive down the line, maybe for a double. The ball's hooking. It's almost like it's hooking foul. It's not generally a good swing. At the next level, you're going to want to keep your hands inside and drive it down the line. It should be straight because honestly, at the next level, it's going to be an out. Those guys know where to play you. They know if they're pitching in, they're going to hug the line with their outfielders. Their infield's going to shift. And that's what scouting reports are for. But again, this is a couple years down the road. I really like what both of you guys are doing, what you're capable of. You guys are definitely, in my opinion, D1 hitters. That was a great stroke right there. And I think just with consistency, with added work, you guys are definitely on the right pace. You've got the physical abilities, you've got the talent, and I also think you guys have the work ethic. So you guys kind of have the big three in terms of continuing to progress, not only defensively, but also offensively. So I see a lot of good things in store for you guys. So again, just to review, doesn't mean you can't turn on a pitch that's inside. Doesn't mean you're not going to hammer it to left field, but the idea is to hammer it to left field, to left center with good backspin, without the hook. Those balls are going to travel further. You don't have to muscle up. You don't have to try and hit the ball 480 feet. All you got to do is hit the ball 400 feet. All you got to do is hit the ball 400. You got to trust yourself, and that's kind of what this is about. Because when you learn to do that, you're going to see both of you guys have 6, 7, 8 home run power here for just even in this spring. But when you get it down, your average is going to be up. Your extra base hits are going to be up. Your RBIs are going to be up. Who knows? Maybe double-digit home runs are in store for you guys. So great job. It was fun working with you and seeing you guys hit.